world's best Detroit's.
Oh yeah, voices in my head. Someone going do it. I don't want it back on the plane, but bitch, I'm doing short. Yeah, big come, big bass, big drum. I made this turn around. Always knew I beat some. I'ma let them boys out, jump right out the corner. Whoa, looking back, I'm on like 10. There's no cash, shorty. I just like when she flex me to frame. In my bag, shorty. I so up, I don't think this can end. It's in the past, baby. Please just leave that shit where it began.
Babe, you trim that, let me keep it sideways. These bitch, she call me messy and they praise me like a rich. She call me a pimp, so I admit it like a man. I got another bitch, I swear to God, she from Japan. Yeah, I just run up, I be lurking some that if nothing to the sun up.
And the myths usually had to deal with people coming to kill you. And here's the thing. Some of them were. Like, some of them were. Now that we've known about, the human trafficking and stuff, kids were getting kidnapped. Kids were getting snatched. But not nearly as often as it would seem. And on Long Island, you had to see some of us that were getting warned. Like, some of us, we weren't getting snatched if we wanted to. Nobody was pulling up in a van and grabbing us. But like every day, your mother would be like, just understand that there's people out there that are going to kidnap you and fuck you good. Like, all right. The thing is, if we were innocent kids, listen, they weren't wrong to warn us. But what was hilarious is that we were cocaine addicts and stealing from them. That was funny. In hindsight, that's what makes it funny. Not so much that they weren't really wrong, but it was just funny that we were like going and doing blow in the projects, and they were like, you're just good kids. There's bad people in the world. I'm like, we know, we're them. We got a good idea. They were all of our friends. All the people selling coke to 14-year-olds, those bad people, yeah, we know them. They're pretty funny. They're actually a good hang. But I'm sure that there's not. The thing with the wedding, there's a lunch and then the ceremony and then the dinner. I don't need to be there for the lunch and then the dinner. No one's doing that. No one's doing it. We go for one meal. It's not 9 meals. Otherwise, you go there for the whole weekend. I can't go there for the whole weekend. You go for the ceremony. You do the meal. I don't even go to my best friend's wedding. My friend Joe got married in New York. I had a weekend. I worked for years to start headlining at clubs, and if they let you get a shot to headline, it could be the only shot you get that year or that 18-month period. You want to get in the rotation of these clubs. So a lot of people that I really love and care about, I could not go to their weddings because I work Friday, Saturday nights. This is what I fucking do. I mean, and I worked for free for many years to get to the point where I could get paid to work on a Friday or a Saturday night. So it's not that I don't value people committing to each other or the ceremony, but what I can't do is give up. And now I can do it easier than I could then. Now I can move things around more than I could have then. Back then, I was just getting on the map. This was like my first chance at a lot of these clubs headlining. And people would get married. I would have to go, I can't. I really have to work. I mean, that's a fact. Literally a fact. I enjoy weddings. I've had fun. I've had good times at weddings. I'm trying to think of my favorite wedding that I've been to. Maybe my friend Joe and Allison, who you met, mortgage people. They had a lot of fun. It was a very Long Island wedding. A Long Island wedding is always a huge waste of money. A Long Island wedding is an $80,000 where you take a a handful of money and light it on fire in front of a room full of people. It's a 12-hour event where you save for like 2 years and you live in a basement and you because your wife wants to feel like a princess for 9 hours before she goes back and does medical billing for 9 years and gets fat. She wants to feel like a princess for just a day before she goes back and starts drinking fucking French vanilla coffee mate out of the fucking bottle with her other friends and smoking Marlboro menthol lights outside of the medical billing office in Coram. But before she commits herself to a lifetime of that, she wants to shove her ribeye-sized steak feet into a few nice shoes, put on a nice but cheap-looking but expensive wedding gown, because Long Island loves spending a lot of money on something that looks like you found it, and then strutting her stuff. She's been on keto for 9 months. She's lost 6 pounds because she doesn't know what keto is. And you and all your dirtbag friends get to go do cocaine one more time, and I mean one more time that week, at a strip club the night before, the week before the big day. And then your father gives you a fun talk, before the wedding. He says some, profound grunt. He's like,
Oh, I turned off the damn thing, bro.
You're like, thank you. That's, thank you for that guidance. And then you go to a place like Jericho Terrace, or you go to a place like Leonard's of Great Neck, where they shot a scene from the